Today, former President Barack Obama told young people in a town hall hosted in Berlin that he was beginning to worry about the progressive left turning into a circular firing squad. No kidding. What do you expect to happen when your entire ideology is based on radicalized intersectionality, where everyone has to play the victim to have a voice?
And one of the things I do worry about sometimes among progressives in the United States, maybe it's true here as well, is a certain kind of rigidity where we say, I'm sorry, this is how it's going to be, and then we start sometimes creating what's called a circular firing squad, where you start shooting at your allies because one of them is straying from purity on the issues. And when that happens, typically the overall effort and movement weakens. So I think whether you are speaking as a citizen or as a political leader or as an organizer, whether you're in the nonprofit space or in civic space or you're in the political arena, you have to recognize that the way we've structured democracy requires you to take into account people who don't agree with you. And that, by definition, means you're not going to get 100% of what you want.
What's interesting is he has the good enough sense to identify the dangers of ideological purity, but falls short of expanding on that idea to conservative viewpoints. No, the only danger here is in the left shooting the left. Perhaps ironically, another hallmark of the progressive left is the extreme nature of their demonization of the conservative right, by associating anyone with a different viewpoint to be a fascist Nazi. So while the political left goes further and further into xenophobia and bigotry in their fight against conservatism, they begin to alienate the more neutral parties along the political spectrum. If we're going to bring America back from the brink of tribalism, we have to begin to have grown-up conversations where we listen to each other and discuss things like rational adults. But I don't think this is a problem for most of the conservatives and moderate people in America. This seems to be a defining characteristic of the progressive left to marginalize all other opinions by claiming oppression and crying about how the system is unfair. When asked for any evidence of this oppression, the mere act of asking is labeled oppressive. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. The left is full of the former, but severely short on the latter. This has been Steve from Right Wing Political Junkie. Your thoughtful discussion below is welcome.